They go quickly here out to Moore. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
12. Mike Part 9. Quarterback, red! Begin to tear you up.
Rivers to throw it. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
61. Match box. White, 89.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Rush in.
At the 42-yard line.
Load it. Get ready. Kill. Motion. Protein spill. 59, Mike. 59. Orange box 4. 59.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake here, Rivers on the move to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Rivers on the money, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Red Delta! He's checking.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Moore there. 3rd down here.
79! 79! Check, 59.
From the gun, Rivers. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical? and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Coming in. Mike 56, Mike 56. Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got it.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Jaguars.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Jaguars nothing.
On the double. 46. Check my 46. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Fournette, a first down carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw is Taylor. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Let him
Load it. Load it.
To throw is Rivers. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 52. 6 guys. Hey, 79. 79.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Taylor will throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 lead?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Here I come. Here I come.
Wait.
Here I come. Switch.
Check it out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
190. Keep it skinny. Wait, 89.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, Delta. Keep it skinny. Hey. High 7.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. Open man is Samuel, complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Taylor. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Check 31. Check 31. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 37. Check 37. Slay. Mark 56.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And that one blown up quick. quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Taylor. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now on 2nd and 13, Taylor. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would Just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, the spin. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Play action now, Rivers. He's going to look deep for more. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Fournette, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's get it. Ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the pass.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Taylor now, operating from the gun. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, wahoo!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Hey, Moore! Shoot!
Oh, here we go.
Hey, Delta!
Slam. 36.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. A gain there of 21 yards. Rivers now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Load it.
Mike's 59.
Red. Hey, Hunt.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. The 1st down throw here for Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down, told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up, I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right, he talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Taylor on 3rd down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They go quickly here out to Moore. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Rivers. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Out. Check.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They'll throw on 1st down to Taylor. He's got Jack Doyle. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Here's Taylor to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To throw, Rivers. That is caught at the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Rivers. Now he's forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
On the go, load it. Load it. Cluster. Bravo.
From the gun, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Check 3.
White.
Mike 5'9". Come on.
Topper.
10.
Run 80. Hey, Delta.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Rivers. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Joker. Check nine.
They go play action with Taylor. Then he finds Beasley complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Hey, check 24. Load it. Hey, Alpha. Hey.
59. Watch the run. Mike.
Hey, easy. 59.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Alpha!
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
No. Off.
Cluster.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Crunch.
Light.
Rivers here to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Carolina, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up. Gourmet, I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up. Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up. Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I really need down to